Green sea turtles are one of the most recognizable marine reptiles, known for their graceful movements in the water, their long migrations, and their significant ecological roles. Their story spans millions of years, entwined with the history of the oceans and the evolution of life itself. The history of green sea turtles is not just one of survival and adaptation but also of transformation in response to changing environments and human activity. From ancient ancestors to their current endangered status, the green sea turtle's journey tells a compelling tale of resilience, challenge, and the ongoing struggle for survival. The green sea turtle, Chelonia midas, is the largest of the hard-shelled sea turtles and is found in tropical and subtropical regions around the world. Its history can be traced back more than 100 million years, to the age of the dinosaurs, when the first sea turtles appeared. These early turtles evolved in the Mesozoic era, a period dominated by marine reptiles, and shared many characteristics with their modern descendants. The green sea turtle's ancestors were part of a much larger group of reptiles that roamed both land and sea during the Mesozoic. The evolutionary development of turtles, including the green sea turtle, is a story of gradual adaptations to a marine lifestyle. These adaptations include a streamlined body, flippers for swimming, and a hard shell that serves both as protection and buoyancy in the water. The first true sea turtles emerged around 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic period, with the earliest known turtle species belonging to the family Cheloniidae. Over millions of years, sea turtles diversified, with different species evolving to occupy a range of marine habitats. By the time the green sea turtle emerged as a distinct species, around 50 million years ago, the Earth had undergone significant changes. The planet was warming, and seas were rising, leading to the development of vast marine environments in which these ancient reptiles thrived. Green sea turtles were named for the color of their fat, which is greenish due to their herbivorous diet. This sets them apart from other species of sea turtles that are primarily carnivorous or omnivorous. Unlike many of their relatives, which primarily feed on marine invertebrates, the green sea turtle's diet consists mainly of seagrasses and algae. This herbivorous diet is crucial to their role in the ecosystem, as it helps to maintain the health of seagrass beds, which in turn support a wide variety of marine life. Their grazing behavior prevents seagrass meadows from becoming overgrown, promoting biodiversity in these underwater habitats. The evolution of green sea turtles also involved the development of a highly migratory lifestyle. These turtles travel vast distances across oceans to find food and mate. They are known to return to the beaches where they were born, a phenomenon known as natal homing. This remarkable ability to navigate across thousands of kilometers of open ocean is still not fully understood, but it is believed to be linked to the Earth's magnetic fields, which the turtles can sense and use to guide their migrations. The green sea turtle's long-distance migrations have been key to its survival, allowing it to find resources in different parts of the ocean and ensuring genetic diversity across populations. Historically, green sea turtles were abundant in many parts of the world's oceans, from the Pacific to the Atlantic and beyond. They were particularly common in tropical and subtropical coastal areas, where they nested on sandy beaches. The turtles' preference for warm coastal waters meant that they were also in close proximity to human populations, which led to their eventual exploitation. Humans have long known about the green sea turtle, with evidence of their use dating back to ancient times. Sea turtles have been depicted in the art of various ancient cultures, suggesting that these creatures have captured the human imagination for millennia. They were often seen as symbols of longevity, endurance, and the connection between land and sea. Ancient civilizations such as the Greeks and Romans utilized green sea turtles for their meat, shells, and eggs. The meat was considered a delicacy, and their shells were used for various purposes, including the creation of jewelry, utensils, and ornamental items. Sea turtles, including green sea turtles, were also hunted for their eggs, which were considered a source of food. The exploitation of green sea turtles by humans continued throughout the centuries, with commercial hunting intensifying in the 19th and early 20th centuries. Green sea turtles were hunted for their meat, oil, shells, and even for use in the traditional medicine of various cultures. Their eggs, which were often collected in large quantities, were also harvested for consumption. In the 19th and early 20th centuries, the development of international shipping and the rise of global trade led to the widespread exploitation of sea turtles. Turtles were captured in large numbers and transported to markets around the world. Their shells were especially prized for making various products, and turtle meat became a popular food in many parts of the world. The combination of overhunting, habitat destruction, and the commercialization of turtle products led to a significant decline in green sea turtle populations. This decline was particularly pronounced in the late 19th and early 20th centuries when global trade networks were at their peak. By the mid-20th century, green sea turtles had become a species of concern. Their populations had been reduced to the point where many nesting sites were no longer viable, and their migratory routes were increasingly disrupted. The introduction of new technologies, such as motorized boats and nets, made it easier for humans to capture and exploit sea turtles. As a result, green sea turtles faced even greater threats to their survival. In the 1960s and 1970s, concerns about the conservation of sea turtles began to rise, and efforts to protect these ancient creatures started to take shape. The establishment of marine protected areas and the implementation of international agreements aimed at conserving sea turtles helped raise awareness about the threats facing these animals. In the 1970s, the United States passed the Endangered Species Act, which provided legal protection for endangered and threatened species, including sea turtles. The International Union for Conservation of Nature, IUCN, also began to list green sea turtles as an endangered species, recognizing the need for global conservation efforts. In subsequent decades, various countries around the world implemented measures to protect green sea turtles and their habitats. These measures included the protection of nesting sites, the reduction of incidental capture in fishing gear, and the implementation of laws to prevent the illegal trade of turtle products. Despite these efforts, green sea turtles continue to face numerous threats to their survival. Climate change poses a significant challenge, as rising sea temperatures and the acidification of oceans can disrupt the delicate balance of marine ecosystems. Warmer temperatures also affect the sex ratio of hatchlings, as the temperature of the sand where turtle eggs are laid determines the sex of the offspring. This has raised concerns about the long-term viability of sea turtle populations, as a skewed sex ratio could lead to difficulties in reproducing. Other threats to green sea turtles include habitat destruction, particularly the loss of seagrass meadows and nesting beaches due to coastal development. Pollution, especially plastic waste, also poses a significant risk, as turtles often mistake plastic debris for food, leading to ingestion and potential fatal consequences. The continued use of harmful fishing practices, such as trawling and gill netting, also remains a threat, as turtles can become entangled in fishing gear. Today, conservation efforts for green sea turtles are more advanced than ever before. Various international organizations, governments, and local communities are working together to protect and conserve these remarkable animals. Nesting sites are carefully monitored, and efforts are made to reduce the impact of human activity on these habitats. In some areas, hatcheries have been established to protect eggs from predators and environmental hazards. Additionally, the use of turtle-friendly fishing gear and the reduction of plastic waste have become key components of conservation strategies. Green sea turtles are an essential part of marine ecosystems, and their conservation is critical to the health of the oceans. They help maintain the balance of seagrass beds and coral reefs, and their presence in the ecosystem is a sign of the overall health of marine environments. As such, the green sea turtle's history is not just a story of a single species, but a reflection of the ongoing relationship between humans and the natural world. In the coming decades, the fate of the green sea turtle will depend on continued conservation efforts, greater environmental awareness, and the ability to address the numerous challenges facing marine ecosystems worldwide. In the coming decades, the fate of the green sea turtle will depend on continued conservation efforts, greater environmental awareness, and the ability to address the numerous challenges facing marine ecosystems worldwide. In the coming decades, The fate of the green sea turtle will depend on continued conservation efforts, greater environmental awareness, and the ability to address the numerous challenges facing marine ecosystems worldwide.